Hello and welcome to Bitcoin 10x. So for those of you who are already aware, I am doing a challenge. I've been doing it since the 24th of February, where I took Holo Token and T-Fuel and turned £100 into about 480 quid. And I did this by taking pots of cash out of the market. Simply by following a few lines on the chart. Now, I try and keep it as basic as possible, and this isn't because of any kind of skill set. This is to capture the little guys out there who are frustrated with Ethereum fees. So, if you wasn't already aware, on Binance, Crypto.com, and Coinbase, not the wallets, the actual interface, you can swap between native tokens and other tokens with no fees. It's feeless. So, the challenge is £100 budget split between two tokens that I choose. I choose two hot picks. £100 budget, £50 on each coin or as close to it as possible. It's a 28-day cycle which started on the 31st of March. You can choose one or both hot picks. It's up to you. If you guys want to follow the challenge, you can either copy the trades or you can simply dump your cash into the two hot picks and leave them for 28 days without any hassle whatsoever. Obviously, check back periodically for my challenge because I will be posting videos on a weekly basis. You get in and out of the market as many times as possible to increase your position. So let's say, I think today's challenge, I started with 85 ADA, which is Cardano. I would hope to increase that to more than 100 Cardano tokens before the end of the 28-day cycle. I will show you as simply as possible how to use the lines on the chart to predict the bull market, simply to increase your position. And then I will compare my results at the end of the month, which is the 28-day cycle, 31st of March to the 27th of April. If that sounds good, quickly watch how I mark the charts, and then I will update you on my profits at the end of next week. So we've got it on a 4-hour chart. I'm just going to zoom out. You've seen me draw these lines before. I'm just going to pop them in again. I like drawing my charts from scratch. There's definitely an area to focus on here. A bit buggy. So there's an area of support that hits the chart 4 times. Let me just zoom out a little bit more. There's definitely 4 areas of interest on that line. There's an uptrend going through here. There is an uptrend going through here. Again, it's hit that 5 times. And then where it starts fanning out, right. Now, earlier in the trend, I did draw, let's just change the blue just for comparison. I did draw this before as well, the blue line going straight through there. Areas of interest. Right, then I'm going to zoom back into the chart. Now I've drawn my lines. Now, these are not wedge patterns. They are trend lines. You can see areas where they're falling in and out. So you've got areas of resistance and support now quite clearly drawn on the chart. Let me just grab my pen. So I'm going to be looking at an area here that is a potential exit point and areas down here where I rebuy into the market. Now, it's not yet clear on any fundamentals whether Ethereum is going to come against any news that's going to influence the market. So in the short term, I'm going to be bullish on the chart. Buggy. So I think in my previous video, I did say that we were going to hit around the 2200 mark, and it's not impossible to get there on the next run. So we could go above this red trend line and actually use the red trend line as support. So that's my focal point in the short term. So if you want to copy these lines, that's absolutely fine. If you want to follow my trades, that's absolutely fine. If I exit the market, I will publish a video. When I exit the market and then rebuy at the lower entry, I will republish another video just to tell you guys when I bought the market. And then I've got some screens up on the screen now. So I've got some pictures on the screen right now to show you the amount of Ethereum I bought and the amount of ADA I bought this morning. So as you can see, I purchased 85 ADA and 0.056 ETH. So I would hope by the 27th of April, I would have increased both of those positions just by selling on these trend lines and rebuying back on the support. Now, there is a good chance I did say by the end of April, we would probably see a $3,000 Ethereum extending the lines. So it wouldn't be unreal to actually go to the upside of these trend lines and see the 2700 in the short term. I'm talking a couple of days. days, maybe the next 10 days or so. So guys, if you like that, if you like the sound of this challenge and you want to follow, there will be a playlist on my channel. You can just simply go to the playlist and watch. So this is actually part 3 of the challenge. I did part 1 in 2 videos. So it's part 1. This is actually part 2. This is me actually entering in the market at the beginning of the 28-day cycle. Just flip over to my Forex chart where I did actually started marking the 28-day cycles. So this is 28 days back in December, 28 days from the 18th of January, 28 days from the 24th of February. Obviously, each one of these have got a 7-day respite in the middle. Now, this is the first time where I've seen, now just after the 28-day cycle, which was the 24th of March, we did see a drop in the market, but it's the first time where we finished higher, at a higher high, as they say, in the 7-day respite. It's actually the first time that's happened. If you go back to the previous one, we exited on the 28th day and got in on the 7th day, so we had the 7-day rest at the same level. If we go back to the 15th of February, the 24th, we exited the 28-day cycle and entered the next cycle at the same level. So this one is the first time on the 24th of March to the 31st of March. It's the first time we dropped out of the 20-day cycle and finished at a higher point after the 7 days. That's interesting. That is still telling me that we are in a very bullish market. This is the live challenge, 31st of March, 28 days. I'll see you on the 27th of April. Bye bye.